So we've created a new venue close to the Harbor 8, the restaurants, in which networking will be a prime part of the event. So less time at the table, less awards, together again with IBI. So completely new format, but still the luxury atmosphere, everything on it.
Welcome to the ICOMIA Podcast, where we're supporting the marine industry's most important conversations. Hi everybody, welcome back to the ICOMIA Podcast, where we host the industry's most important conversations. Today I'm with the organisers of Metstrade, a very important industry event for the whole industry, everywhere, for the marine leisure sector, including super yacht. So welcome to the podcast, Patricia. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you again, Ben.
So let's have some context first.
Yeah.
What's so important about Metstrade? And for anybody who somehow doesn't know what it is, what is it?
If you don't know what it is, I will explain very, very shortly. So it's the event of the year where the business-to-business leisure marine industry comes together.
Yeah.
It's not only about the exhibitors, but it's also about the innovations, about networking and meeting each other again.
Yeah, and there's so many things happening with Metstrade year on year. Like all these different initiatives pop up, and you can kind of see how it's going in a direction where it's not just standalone stands and like, you know, do your business, have your meetings, that's it.
Yeah.
But this whole learning experience, the networking opportunities,
The content,
all these, all the content, all the different networks you tap into. So what's kind of the scale of this, and what are we expecting for the 2025 show of Metstrade?
Oh, there are going to be so many new things this year.
Yeah.
So besides the 1,600 plus exhibitors, because we already had just about 1,600 exhibitors in 2024, so we're going to exceed that one, definitely. We have quite some new initiatives coming year. For example, the Women in Nautica, and I will organize an event on the Wednesday entire day, so that's going to be great. We have refit cluster for the first time, so what we see in the super yacht area, that refit is getting more and more important.
Yeah.
So for example, Dame, Leurse, Amex and Pendennis already signed up. They will be there. So that's a great new addition to the show floor. And the expansion of super yacht is getting even bigger this year. So we have for the first time a super yacht stage. That's going to be exciting. We have a new restaurant in that area as well, Harbor 8, so where you can do your lunch, but also room to network, as we just discussed. And for the first time as well, yachting ventures already had the startup zone in Metstrade.
Yeah.
We're going to be having an extra startup zone in super yacht as well.
So there's two separate startup zones?
Two startup zones. So
right, okay,
the super yacht zone is going to be really have a focus on technology. So that's going to be a new addition as well.
Okay, and I've got my notes here.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Thank goodness for notes. We've got this thing called the International Leisure Marine Industry Week.
Yes.
Can you explain why we're starting to hear Metstrade as an industry week rather than just a trade show?
3 days, yeah. Normally we talk about Metstrade, it's just 3 days. But we this year, again, we start already on, but this is already, we start on Monday. So Monday we start with the Super Yacht Forum. So the 17th and the 18th, the Super Yacht Forum will be there again. 2 days full of content, networking, with a closing party on Tuesday. But then Metstrade starts, of course, from Tuesday to Thursday. And on Thursday, the Yacht Racing Forum starts. And that will be hosted from Thursday to Friday. So it's an entire week of networking, innovation, meeting people, and the latest exhibitors.
Right, okay. And the new initiatives, let's go down this list. So we've got a new country pavilion.
Yes,
so
Estonia.
With Estonia, yes.
So really
why Estonia? How's that come about?
Well, you know, these meetings with ICOMIA as well, the conferences is the moment where we meet countries, new countries as well. So we have a discussion on, would you like to join as a country pavilion in Metstrade? And then we share details, we connect, and for the first time after 2 years, we will have an Estonian pavilion.
Right, so Estonia really said yes, we want in, and let's have a presence there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and the Women in Nautica we mentioned. Yeah. What's this Metstrade?
Oh, that's something
about?
New. You know that Metstrade has 3 key pillars. So we have diversity and inclusion, emerging technologies, and sustainability.
Okay, yeah.
So this year we said, let's try a pilot in the team sustainability. So there's going to be a train with one couch,
Well, like
branded in Metstrade.
So an actual train?
An actual train, the Eurostar train from London St Pancras.
Yeah.
There will be a couch completely Metstrade branded, and it will be leaving on Monday morning, and it will be the first moment that already exhibitors and visitors can connect. So,
right, okay, so this is an actual transport train, right?
Yeah,
so people are going to meet in London,
yes,
and then on their way to Amsterdam.
Yeah, they can meet.
There will
be a lunch. There will be drinks. There will be entertainment. You already get your badge and your catalog.
Yeah.
We were doing this with together with IBI and British Marine.
Okay.
So we thought, let's start a pilot for the first year, and maybe if it works well, then hopefully next year France maybe or Germany will join as well.
Yeah. So, have a whole series of trains from everywhere.
Yes, definitely. If we talk about sustainability, this would be a good step to take.
Interesting. I've not heard an initiative anywhere close to that.
Like good.
That's pretty out there. Yeah. Refit we mentioned. So Amex, Damen, Pendennis, Lursen, like some of the major shipyards, big
major
players.
Shipyards. And
they're actually exhibiting. So they're not just shopping.
No,
they're
be
there on display saying,
as we see it,
this is what we are.
Refit is part of the value chain. Because you need to do a refit every 5, 10, 20 years. So we said, okay, for this year, for the first time, they can be a part of the show. And we still have a lot of conversations going, so maybe it will be more than those 4. But
And so what kind of audience is that designed for? Is that for crew and captains to go along?
It's for crew and captains,
owners,
chief engineers, owners, rep, family offices. So we'll have a captain's club as well on the show floor where only captains, owners, reps, and chief engineers can go in. So it's going to be a buzzing new area on the show floor in Hall 8.
Wow. BBA, new format, Boat Builders Awards.
Yeah, the Boat Builder Awards used to be in the Maritime Museum the last 10 years, and we're bringing it back to the core of the show.
Oh, okay. As in within the RAI?
As in within the RAI. So we've created a new venue close to the Harbour 8, the restaurants, in which networking will be a prime part of the event. So less time at the table, less awards, together again with IBI. So completely new format, but still the luxury atmosphere, everything on it. So it's going to be great.
And people will be able to walk from the show.
It makes it easier. You can do first your country pavilion drinks and then go straight into the Boat Builder Awards.
Yeah. Okay. Magic. Harbour 8. What's that?
That's the restaurant. We have a new restaurant on the show floor. What we always see in the surveys of Metstrade that people say they're
hungry.
It's not that they're hungry.
Too many meetings.
There's not enough time to network. There's not enough space to network. So now with the new Hall 8, which will be super yacht related, we have an extra space to create a restaurant where you can just do a 3-course lunch, but also plenty of time to network with your clients.
Okay,
so you don't need to go outside of the building.
Yeah, super. So a bit like the bars.
Yes.
But a sit-down area,
quiet,
have a proper meal, is a little bit more civilized.
Yes.
Okay, super. The super yacht stage you mentioned, and just to clarify on the super yacht stage, this is nothing to do with the super yacht forum. This is within the hall and like
linked to, as in the topics. Last week we had a content board meeting with all the associations. We looked at the first teamings and the topics.
Yeah.
So the Super Yacht Forum is really C-suite level, strategic thinking ahead, looking forward. And the Super Yacht stage will be having those topics as well, but more hands-on workshops related items on technology. So half an hour sessions, you can just walk in free, go whenever you want to do. 4 or 5 sessions a day together with all our partners.
Okay, super.
Yeah.
And could you also just explain how Metstrade engages with ICOMIA and what that kind of relationship is there? Because not so many people understand this and how it all works.
Yeah.
Like I find it really interesting.
Well, ICOMIA has been part of Metstrade since the beginning, since 1988. I think it's British Marine was the first country pavilion during Metstrade. And from there, all the country pavilions, all the MIAs grew and had more country pavilions within Metstrade.
Right, so if you look at ICOMIA as like a network of all these MIAs,
it's a network of all those
MIAs,
and of course Metstrade and ICOMIA work very much together also on the content program.
Yeah.
You know, this day is all about new strategic thinking, new ideas, sharing information, and that's what we do during Metstrade as well.
Right, and so we can think of these ICOMIA as kind of the network to reach as many of these marine businesses as possible.
Yeah.
Because you're one small but mighty team that has to understand in every country around the world where there's recreational boating.
Yeah.
You need to understand what topics Needs to be discussed, what's important to them,
definitely.
What kind of exhibition space is appropriate for them, and that's how you kind of bring all that together.
Bring all everything together, make sure that the content is correct, and then we just go.
Okay, super. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you so much for your time. Talk to you
soon. I look
soon.
forward to Metstrade.
Good, me too.
Everybody, if you find this podcast content informative and useful to you, make sure you're following here to see plenty more of it. All being well, we'll see you again very, very soon. Bye for now.
Bye.